What's going on, guys? T-Mart here. Welcome back to another episode of Fallout 4, baby. Here we go. We're continuing on with our allegiance with the Institute. So you guys can see here in our current mission, the Battle of Bunker Hill. Speak with Father in the ruins of CIT. Alright, boys. So last time that we approached this building, we were allied with the... we weren't really allied with anybody yet. We were kind of on the path of the Brotherhood of Steel, but as soon as we came in this building looking for like the entrance to the Institute, there were a ton of like super mutants and stuff. Like it was heavily guarded, so I'm not sure what to expect in here, but oh gosh, it says we're hidden. I'm not. Last time we came in here, we like saw them walking around and stuff, and they were like, they kind of noticed us immediately. So I think. We have to go this way? Where are we supposed to go? Does this have a... Oh, nice. Okay. Here we go. Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Let's get it, boys. Where are we at? So we went up a flight of stairs and out another door. Where could we be going? This isn't a part of the Institute, is it? Because it's all supposed to be underground. Oh no, we're just on top of the building. Father's over here. I mean, this is a cool view, I guess. Just appreciating it. See those... How'd that guy die up there? That's interesting. Alright. Anyway, what's up, Father?
Son, you know... in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here.
I don't know if I would
The
say
only
that.
hope for humanity lies below.
It's not so bad
not
up
so
here.
Bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps, but at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
But they left me frozen. They didn't rescue me.
For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111...
You released
I
me?
had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
He basically just admitted that when he released us, he didn't like think we had a chance to survive. He thought we were just gonna die. Like, if you're like the head of this big fancy institute, you'd think that you would want to like save your dad and bring him in and help him out. That's
So it was you.
kind of
You
BS,
let me
dude.
Yes. It was my decision.
And you didn't want to help
It was
me.
no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see.
What a
Would the
monster,
Commonwealth
dude.
corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
It was a job that needed doing.
Yes, but it was also a job that you needed to be aware of. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course, but they'll be dealt with as necessary.
Already
And
got
you,
one of their main
Ron,
people.
You've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really.
Whoa,
It's time for
okay.
you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough.
Start of Mankind Redefined. Oh, jeez. Alright, so now we're going to be attending the Directorate meeting with the Institute. That's pretty interesting. So we're going to be like on the board of directors or whatever. Like we're going to be pretty high up. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man. That's kind of rough that we were just kind of like a social experiment for him. We were like a toy. Like he was just playing puppeteer down there in the Institute. And oh, man. I don't really appreciate that, but I do like the 500 bottle caps. You guys know I've been talking about how I'm a little bit worried about our
rogue synth back.
I'm a little bit worried about our whole. Where are we supposed to be going up there? About our whole power core situation. You guys can see we're actually just about to lose one. We're gonna have 3 left, and I've seen some comments of people saying like, "Hey, you know, just hop out of the power suit. It's not really helping you that much anyway." Are we still going up one more? But it's not really helping that much anyway because you don't even have like armor on it, you guys can see. And while that's true, and I would like to get more armor, really the main reason why I like it is because we're carrying so many heavy weapons.
If you encounter a hazardous chemical
there.
spill,
That if we were to lose this power suit, we're going to have to get rid of a majority of our weapons, which would not be cool. Alright, so this is the Directorate meeting. Shall I sit down?
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
Hey, don't get snippy with
But
me.
there are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth
Said that. It
continues
was a
to
guy.
rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ao has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth.
Not really.
Suggests that this railroad
Not very well occupied.
continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
I have no idea what that is.
Nope.
Admit I'm relieved. It's intended to be something of a classified project, which I'm sure means everyone already knows about it. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply The activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever.
The beryllium
It will
agitator.
ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
It's the thing we
It
powered
was
Optimus
originally
Prime
built for
with.
the Commonwealth Institute
Liberty
of
Prime, whatever.
Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone.
I killed
While
him.
I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way. He has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh.
No way!
you can't be serious.
Really?
How can you possibly justify that?
That's
He isn't
awesome.
one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
He just dropped the hammer on him, dude. Alright. So we're gonna be
With our genetically
second in command, basically, and then when he
It's my life.
passes, which is actually really sad, we'll be first in command. Holy cow, dude, that's insane. That's crazy.
This
He's
truly
got
is a
cancer?
wonderful place, isn't it?
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Holy cow, dude. Alright, so let's open our perk chart, see where we're at. Looks like we have 3 perks to choose from. You guys know I really liked Charisma in our last one. And we're already so far along. Maybe Hacker? Requirements not met. Requires Intelligence 4. We already have Intelligence 4. Oh, level 33 in Intelligence 4. We'll do... Requirements not met. What do I not meet here? Oh, level 41. Yeah, so we don't... there's not really much we can do. I'm gonna say let's just throw it in Charisma, dude. Be able to convince some people. Just just kind of what we've been doing the entire Let's Play so far, so it's a little bit too late to try to go elsewhere on the perk scale. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to this girl. Girl, where are you going? Speak with Allie Fillmore? I'm gonna catch her.